Okay, so we're at the airport, and we're going to go check in and get on our flight and head to Hanoi. Now the temperatures across the country, let me show you this real quick. There's a heat wave going on here, and so I wanted to show you this. Check this out. Hoi An, where we're leaving, is a high today of 102. Right now it's 100. Da Nang, which is where we're at actually right now, 100, same temperature because it's so close. Nha Trang, which we've been to, 87 with a high today of, looks like 88. Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, 97 high. Hanoi, where we're going, 82 right now, 87 is a high, so it's much cooler up there. Buriram, that's in Thailand, which is in Isan, look at that, 102 with a high of 105 degrees today, oh my God. And Dalat, which I said was nice and cool, high of 81 today, 80 right now. So as you can see, the temperature varies a lot throughout Southeast Asia even. And so we're excited to be heading north where it's going to be a little bit cooler. I'm interested in seeing the old city, the architecture and stuff, and see if the northern people are friendly as well. So let's check in. We're off. We're on the plane headed for Hanoi, and we've got our water, our coffee. Anything else we have? Bags. And actually security went really good this time. I didn't try and bring a tripod through. We'll see if it ends up on the other end because it's attached to my bag without a check bag luggage ticket. I'm not sure how long the flight is. You know? Nope, doesn't have an arrival time. But anyway, we're on board and ready to go. Oh, by the way, this jet actually has a promotion thing that shows the flight attendants in bikinis. So we're waiting to see if the bikinis show up on this flight or not. I'm not sure if that's all flights. Maybe that's a special flight for VIPs. Try that kind of marketing back in the United States. I don't think so. So we're in Hanoi, and one of the cool things about either living in a Latin American country or living in a Southeast Asian country is for only a couple dollars more, you can actually have transportation pick you up. Transportation provided. You don't have to go in the taxi and deal with the taxi lines and maybe getting ripped off or overcharged or whatever. You can have your hotel send somebody to pick you up for like an extra couple dollars than it would cost for a taxi. I think they call that living a champagne life on a beer budget. couple things hit me right off the bat. One is the amount of traffic. And then we actually came in during rush hour. It's great to watch how these people can maneuver this kind of traffic. But the other thing that's really hit me is the architecture and the character of the city. Because of the French influence, the construction is much different than in Thailand, where it's just like cement buildings that have no character. These actually have character. And also there's a lot of green areas. Even in the heart of the city, there's a lot of trees and stuff. The comparison, the differences. We're working our way through the traffic to try and get to the hotel, and I'm sure we'll eventually get there. So we've been sitting here for about 15 minutes, and somebody had to give because we were in a point where there was steel and a motorcycle on one side, a truck on the other side, and two taxis that wanted to pass each other, which it was impossible. So it seems like the taxi in front of us is going to acquiesce, I think, and try and back up to the point where we can actually pass by each other. But you know what's interesting here that I find in this country is people honk the horns arbitrarily for no reason, just because I think they like it. Here, when you actually get into a position like we were in, nobody was honking the horn telling the other person to move. It was the first person that got the opportunity to backed up. Boy, this is a lesson in I don't know what. Look at this. Check this out. These cars are parked here with like no space in between, and we're driving through this. And now this taxi's still trying to back up in front of us. But we have people on the side, people selling stuff, people trying to get home. As they say in the movie The Wizard of Oz, Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore. Oh, this guy now, before he got the motorcycle somebody, and now he's got another one over here on the right-hand side. He's got to move to his left. He's clipping the motorcycle. That's the second one he's clipped. On the right side.
How are you?
Very good.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. All right. So we made it. We're at our hotel in Hanoi. Hey, the guy figured out how to put the handle up. That's a rare occasion here. So we're dodging traffic. Well, this is good. We're in the old city here, and we got fruit right outside our door. We got chaos right outside our door.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Wow. Driving is crazy here, huh? Wow, okay. So.
Can you give me the password?
No, I cannot. How are you all today?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good, huh? Good. So it appears they're going to just make a copy of our passports so we don't have to leave them, which is really cool. All right, well, we're going to go check into our room. I'm not sure what time it is anymore. I'm constantly looking at my wrist, but my watch isn't there anymore. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll get settled in and then venture out into the old city of Hanoi. Okay.
Okay, and the first time you came to Hanoi, we are here, Untitled Street. Hotel is located in Hanoi headquarters.
Okay.
Pancake.
Oh, thank you.
This is for the lake, Pancake. Before the first to the city in the nice temple, not to the city, and Hanoi Church, or Painting Museum, Women Museum, and History.
All right, we're all showered up and rested up. It's time to go head off and find some food. So one of the things to keep in mind too is to always have the business card. Always, first thing, get the business card so you can find your way back if you get lost, especially in a new city, especially a big city like this one. So I got the card of our laundry people in Hoi An. I got the homestay in Hoi An. What else do I got here? Hey, I got the hotel here. So there you go. So I got that. And another thing you can do, actually, is if you got a smartphone and you got like Google Maps or something like that, you can also place a pin before you take off wherever you're at. So just have it determine where you are and place a pin, and you can wander around forever, and then all of a sudden just you're ready to head home. Just look down, but keep that business card just in case, because these things could fail. So let's go find some food. We found some place to eat. I don't know what the name of it is. Amazing food of the Mekong Delta. Thank you. Speaking. Yeah. Thank you. And the man speaks English too. Pretty cool. The young people, I'm telling you. And he's very nice. I'm telling you. Vietnam has a really bright future with their young people. They speak English. They're friendly. It's really a good thing. Anyway, so we've got. We ordered a couple things, but everything on the menu is reasonably priced. And I would consider this a fairly good, decent restaurant to eat at. It's not good. We're not eating on the street, sitting on the kindergarten stools. But anyway, we ordered a couple things. One is fresh spring rolls, which if you've ever been into a Vietnamese restaurant, you probably had fresh spring rolls. They're in a rice paper wrap. They're not fried. And then we've got them with shrimp coming. And those are 15,000 a piece. So 15,000 is 67 cents a piece for the spring rolls, and this is the dipping sauce that they're going to be dipped into. We also ordered something that I had never eaten before coming to Vietnam this trip, and we ordered them. Somebody told us about them, and I started to see them around, so we tried them. And it's called Ban Xiao. And Ban Xiao is a fried rice pancake, and inside they can put whatever you want. Traditionally, there's usually a couple pieces of shrimp inside, either small dried shrimp or one big shrimp. And it's fun to eat these things just because of the procedure, what you do to eat them. And I talked Miss Nat into giving us an instructional video of how to eat Ban Xiao, right? You're going to show us? And she's like, oh, okay. Anyway, and those you'll see when they come. Thank you. Here's our spring rolls. Great presentation as well, with shrimp inside. There's shrimp and vegetables and sometimes some wusen not wusen noodles, but what we call kenomjin, a rice noodle inside as well. These are going to be the sauces we're going to dip the Ban Xiao into. And the Ban Xiao, in case you're wondering, I'll show you when it shows up. But there are, it is 75,000 if I'm not mistaken. We got them with shrimp. So we had a choice here of what we could put in them. We got them with shrimp. And those are going to be $3.37. And you'll see what we get for $3.37. You'll see what we get for $6 when it comes. And it's going to be more than enough food for all of it, for both of us to eat. So there you go. We found a place. It didn't take long. It's right down the street from our hotel. And they had one of our favorite new Vietnamese dishes as well. So we're going to, when it comes, Nat's going to show you how to do Ban Xiao. And we're going to dig in and get some nutrients in us. Then we can wander around, check out some more stuff. Oh, next door they also have sugarcane juice, which now has become, even though we have it in Thailand, Nat's never really drank it, and I don't really get it because of the sugar content. But here they put in a little bit of orange juice with it, like one little orange when they run it through the press. They'll take like a half an orange, and their oranges, they got these little tiny things. They'll cut one in half and throw it in as it goes through. Man, does that make it tasty. Anyway, so we'll be back soon with Miss Teacher Nat. So Miss Nat's going to show us how to eat Ban Xiao. Now, a couple things to keep in mind. We've seen this done a couple different ways by people in Vietnam. She's going to use 2 of these rice paper rolls. We've seen it done with 1 as well. And some of the rice paper rolls that people have given us were really, really solid, almost like hard plastic, and you needed to wet them for this to work, for it to stick together. Now, first of all, before you do that, open it up. So you got some shrimp in there, and some mung bean sprouts, and some herbs. Okay, and it's cooked in a rice pancake. So, okay, you take your rice paper sheet, you take your ban xiao, stick it in the rice paper sheet, throw in your veggies, and you got an assortment of veggies here. Some are a little bit more bitter than others, but some you'll even recognize. We've got some basil in here and some mint, some lettuce. So you just throw in a few of these. This one's a little bitter. These are a little bitter. But anyway, you stick it in there. And you roll that baby up. For some of you all that lived through the 70s and the 60s, you're going to recognize this technique, probably be real proficient at it. So anyway, there you go. And then we get the dipping sauce. And this dipping sauce is different than some of them we've had. And so are the rice paper rolls. We've had some rice paper rolls that were really, really thick, that you had to add water to just to get them to stick together. Go ahead. And another one of these dipping sauces was almost looked like a peanut sauce with some pork and stuff in it. It was very dark, like brown, and thick. And this is liquidy and sweet and sour. So there you go. Yeah, she's a happy lady now. So there you go. How to eat ban xiao, taught to us by Miss Nat.